Hi, I'm Angeline. This is a little fireside chat, mostly for the benefit of people who view my channel through theancientsouthwest.com. But it will generally be of interest to anybody, I think. But it's mostly to explain something new to the people of theancientsouthwest.com. So those of you who are already familiar with my channel there, I've talked a lot about what brought me to cultural anthropology. And that is a desire to learn about the softer side of history, not necessarily cataloging the wars or the different potteries and things, but taking those things into account as they apply to what it felt like to live in times of prehistory. I'm particularly interested in hunter-gatherers, but in general, history of the ancient Southwest. And so to that end, I have spent probably 20 years or more learning things that are related to the softer side of history. And what I mean for that are things like divination systems, like creation stories, language migrations, things that are more related to everyday life and how people think, how people thought. And because the short explanation of how this translates into the world is that I've noticed a strong similarity in a lot of fundamental concepts about creation and divination and spirituality and these kind of things throughout the world. I mean, one explanation could be that it's something that comes in our DNA. Another explanation is that people actually traveled around the world for much longer than we have been led to believe, and traded ideas along with spices. I mean, we know that most of Europe, most of the continents that aren't the Americas, got spicy things, plus tomatoes and all kinds of different things, chocolates, from the Americas, and took them far away. And we're finding evidence of that in the tombs, and that would mean that those travels predate what people originally thought was possible travel in prehistoric times. Just general thoughts. Anyway, so there's that. And so I've always had an interest in divination systems and tarot cards and astrology and these kind of things. Also, this summer, I took the opportunity to do something really different with my brain. I've been meditating every day for about 3 years, and I've really been able to actually observe changes in my cognition, from being smarter to be able to retain more information. And now there's been a shift sort of at the beginning of this summer where I actually was able to feel this sense of the quiet mind. I can actually call forth the quiet mind. And that is opening up a whole new thing for me in my brain, which is a better sense of intuition. I've always been really intuitive. When I was younger and I didn't have kids and my life wasn't so chaotic, I actually really applied myself to reading people as related to their astrological signs, and I became so adept at it that I could meet somebody, and within 2 guesses I could pinpoint their actual birth sign, except for Cancer. I never could nail Cancer, but I figured out why. Because they have this shell. They have this protective shell that actually protects their sensitive nature. That Cancers actually come across kind of hyper, and so I could never guess it. But this is why, the shell throws me off. Anyway. But so that was something I was able to do, but then, you know, life kind of gets busy, and I kind of lost my contact with those sort of sensations that built that kind of that psychicness a little bit. And but this summer, because I felt this change in my brain, I reapplied myself to diving into divination systems. I have experience with the runes. I have experience with like I said, astrology and tarot cards. And so I've really been enjoying this, and I've decided to go ahead and just do it more, because I have a lot of fun with it, but you know, you need people to read for, you just can't do it. So I decided to start a tarot channel. on YouTube as well. It's called Joie de Vivre Tarot, and you can find it, you can link to it through joiedevivretarot.com, or you can, because that's hard to say, it's a mouthful and it's a little bit hard to spell for Americans, you can just go to angelinetarot.com, A-N-G-E-L-I-N-E Tarot, T-A-R-O-T. I didn't say anything about being able to spell well. .com, angelinetarot.com. And I'm doing daily readings that are all high vibe stuff that give, you know, good, you can treat it as a daily meditation. So head on over there if this is something fun for you, or tell friends if they like this sort of thing. And, you know, subscribe there. And I'd love to chat with you about those topics. But I just wanted to show you some of the things that I've really enjoyed. The Linda Goodman's Love Signs. I mean, don't let the title throw you off. Actually, this is a really amazing book that taught me a lot about astrology and the birth signs and rising signs in days of yore. As far as this channel is concerned, you may be of interest in that I will be using from time to time these divination cards that were created based on the 20-day signs of the Aztec calendar. And the counting system of the Aztecs was all dots. The Aztecs counted with dots. The Mayans had a shorthand with counting. It was the same thing. They counted with dots, but only up to 4. When you got to 5, they added a line. So this is the number 6 because it's a 5 line plus a 1 dot. And then over here we've got 12. Yeah, 12. Because, oh, wait, no, wrong one. No. Here we have 13 because we have 5 and 5 and 3. So that's 13. And that's all part of this little divination system. Just for fun, this is the crocodile. It's number 1. It's day 1 in the 20-day count for the Aztecs. And the crocodile, it represents this universal, and again, here we get back to this, the universality of archetypes and creation stories that you find, and why it's so interesting to look across borders to inform some ideas that you may think are only local, because it can turn your mind to think on it in a new way that you might be missing. So that the alligator, Sipaki, he is the dragon, the primordial dragon. And what it means is he's the chaos before creation. He's and he has to be cut up by the gods in order for physical reality to manifest. Isn't that a trip? And so what I'll be doing with these is using the numbers with the numbered day signs to do some divination. And really what this is for me is, and for you, and you might think it's fun, is an exercise to understand the symbolism in Aztec culture as it forms, you know, Uto-Aztecans in the North American Southwest as well. We've got some people that have some things in common. Uto-Nahuatl is actually the name, because it's of the Nahuatl language. Another talk for another day. Anyway, so to do some fun things, some fun exercises with these signs, can actually inform our learning about the ancient Southwest. And just for fun, I'll show you this concept of the lovers. This is my card. I'm a Gemini. I was born on 6/6. And this is always usually called the Gemini card in the tarot. The lovers is the Gemini card, but also it's even more my card because I've got 2 6s, and this is the number 6 in the tarot. So I am lovers all day, every day. This is me. I love it. And don't you love the picture on that card? Like, just look into that card and see what it tells you. It's so fun with the tarot like that. Just, you get so much out of that depiction of lovers, the concept of love and bringing together loving forces. And, oh, it's so exciting. And here's another version of the lovers by a totally different audience, which is completely adorable. We got these little characters and they're riding on some kind of, like, I don't know, dragon horse sort of thing. And oh, so cute. And then we've got other kind of divination. A friend of mine gave me these cards, and these are based on astrology symbolism. And these are based on Australian symbolism. This one is Bat Island. This is my favorite one in the deck because it means intuition. It talks about intuition. And I even made a Huichol bead art art project out of this one, which I love, and I gave away, and I hope that it is being appreciated, because if it isn't, I want it back. I love this piece of art. I think about it all the time. I love this card. So, oh, and about the Huichol bead art, that's what this stuff is. This is the art forms that I make. The one I'm working on right now, it's tiny, what it is, these are tiny glass beads pushed into beeswax and pine pitch, and you know, creates this decorative art. This one, I'm not finished with it yet. You see it's a bull, but I have to finish his horn and his ears, but that one's going up in the Etsy shop soon at theancientsouthwest.com or etsy.com/shop/EyeOfGodArt. All right, I bent your ear long enough. Head over to AngelineTarot.com if you want to see some readings. I'll be working with these soon. And I'm just building it. I just started it this week. I just launched it this week. So, you know, we'll see how it goes, but I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I hope you will too. So hope to see you there, and have a wonderful day. Bye.